The democracy debate. Born and raised in Greece. Born and raised in Greece. Have you ever heard the phrase, government by the people? That is the meaning of the word democracy. The United States is a democratic republic, as are many countries around the world. But where did democracy come from? Some of the earliest ideas about democracy arose in the city of Athens, in ancient Greece. But how should democracy be put into practice? The answer to that question has been strongly debated for centuries. Even when democracy was a new idea, people argued about how it should work. How should power be shared? Should all people be allowed to vote and make important decisions? Among the first people to think about these key issues were the ancient Greek philosophers. Great minds. The word philosopher means lover of wisdom, a person who seeks knowledge and is able to make good and fair decisions. One of the best-known Greek philosophers, Socrates, lived nearly 2,500 years ago. He valued wisdom highly, and he thought deeply about democracy. Socrates was one of the principal critics of government run by the people. He felt that only fair and wise individuals should be allowed to decide things. The ideas that Socrates had about democracy were considered dangerous to the existing democracy in Athens. The current Athenian leaders did not want some other fair and wise people aspiring to run their city. Socrates was a famous teacher, and speculation among the city's leaders included worries that he would encourage young students to pick up his radical ideas, so they chose to execute him. Students of philosophy. The philosopher Plato had studied with Socrates. He also thought seriously about democracy. In 380 BC, Plato shared his ideas about government in his book, The Republic. He agreed with Socrates that rule by the people would bring Socrates. Plato. About poor decisions and a weak government. But unlike his teacher, he believed that three different groups of people could share the responsibility of governing. The highest group would be philosopher kings guided only by what is best for the state. The second group would be soldiers who protected the state. The last group would be common people who provided goods and services. Around 388 BC, Plato formed a school called the Academy. A star pupil there was the philosopher Aristotle, who believed in balance and moderation. About 350 BC, Aristotle wrote in his book Politics that a government that tries to restrict power to a few educated men would not work. It would benefit only the rich. A democracy run by common people would not work either, because such people might not make wise decisions. Aristotle's solution was combining the two. This would give people from all parts of society a voice. Changes in Rome. About 400 years after Aristotle, the influence of Greek thinking was still felt by philosophers in Rome. Cicero is the best-known Roman philosopher. Like Aristotle, he believed a balance of power brought peace and prosperity. That was because different types of people took part in government. Cicero believed that the Roman Republic was the best model for government because it was mixed. It combined features of a monarchy, an aristocracy, and a democracy. Cicero saw that the Roman Republic was breaking down, mostly because the aristocracy had gained too much power. In his book, On the Republic, he urged a return to a more balanced government. Philosopher kings, soldiers, providers of goods and services, Aristotle. Cicero. The debate continues. The founders of the United States also thought about how a democracy should be organized. They studied governments that had preceded ours and believed that the foundation of any new government should revisit Greek and Roman ideas. For example, Thomas Paine wrote booklets to promote the idea that people should govern themselves. James Madison admired Aristotle's and Cicero's beliefs in balancing power among different groups. In 1787, Madison helped Alexander Hamilton write a set of essays called The Federalist to encourage states to ratify the Constitution. They made the case for having a pair of law-making groups. The smaller Senate would be similar to Rome's Senate, while the House of Representatives would give more people a voice. They also endorsed having one president and a system of courts to interpret the laws. Today, people are still debating what the meaning of democracy is and how our government should be organized. The U.S. Constitution has been amended more than 25 times to reflect changing ideas. Yet it is important to remember that our government has roots in ideas from ancient times. Democracy has withstood the test of time. Philosopher, place, time period, ideas about democracy. Philosopher, Socrates, place, Greece, time period, 469 to 399 B.C. Ideas about democracy. Only wise and just people should govern. Philosopher, Plato, place, Greece, time period, 427 to 347 B.C. Ideas about democracy. Rules should be shared by philosopher kings, soldiers, and providers of goods. Philosopher, Aristotle, place, Greece, time period, 384 to 322 B.C. Ideas about democracy. Educated and common people should each have a role in government. Philosopher, Cicero, place, Rome, time period, 106 to 43 B.C. Ideas about democracy. The Roman Republic, a monarch, an aristocracy, and the people is best.